What's up, YouTube? iPhone for Idiots here, and I've been reading a lot of people saying the latest iOS 7 jailbreak, evasion jailbreak, it really isn't that good, and that's a bunch of crap, and I'm going to show you why. It's fine, it jailbroke very easily, as I showed in a previous video, but it was a couple days before Christmas, and I told most of y'all to wait a week or two because things would need to get updated, and the main thing that needed to be updated was mobile substrate. And as of this morning, you can see right here, Cydia Substrate has been updated. So now well, not everything, but most things are going to start working. It'll all happen really fast. And I've already installed pretty much all of my favorite things that a jailbreak provides that we'll look at real briefly here. As you can see, all of these in Cydia. Let's go ahead and just go into settings real quick, and you can see that I am on version iOS 7, as you can see there, and a couple of the things I've installed have already gone right into my settings. As you can see there, Activator, audio recorder, barrel, and RecordMyScreen. Which we'll talk about briefly. Barrel, of course, everybody knows, it just makes your icons do different things when you slide from page to page. Audio recorder, I'm not going to talk a lot about audio recorder here. There is a link in the about section of this video to another video that shows you how this works, but basically you can secretly record phone calls. Doesn't have a beep, doesn't have a warning. It's just going to record the phone calls, and this is working on iOS 7 with this new jailbreak. You can just install it directly from Cydia. Like I said, it does work. Next thing we'll take a look at here and talk about I guess briefly would just be AppCake. You know, a lot of people like to install cracked apps or do in-app purchases through iAppCrack or iAppFree, things like that. AppCake is working as well. The only thing I have done so far is OPlayer, but as you'll see, it worked fine. Next favorite thing is iFile, which I'll get to in a minute, but before I get there, I'm going to talk briefly about iTransmission, because another awesome thing is downloading torrents. So you can see kickass.to is my favorite torrent site for the moment. Ever since the death of Mega Upload, this has probably been my favorite torrent site. So you can see all you have to do is just pick something you want, and then you tap this little gray button that says download torrent and hold it, and then tap copy, and then you go over to your friend iTransmission and you choose URL, press and hold and paste it, and it'll load, and you'll see it'll start downloading here. Get it off pause, and probably have to wait about 15-20 seconds. Oh, sorry. You want to get it off for zoom, then wait about 15 or 20 seconds, and you should see it start downloading. Just to show you, you know, how wonderful and easy this thing works, I did go ahead and download the last episode of Homeland to take a look at in OPlayer, which I got through AppCake. There we go. You can see it's got 0 of 1 peers there, and now the peers, it'll go pretty fast now. As you can see, we're downloading at 40K, 100K. Generally, if you're on a good Wi-Fi connection, it can be a problem if your storage is almost full. But on a good Wi-Fi connection, you should be able to get the speed up to almost a megabyte per second. So these things will download really fast. So if you want to get a DVD screen of The Hobbit, that would be a simple way to do it. So once you've downloaded your torrent from iTransmission, you go to, of course, one of the most popular jailbreak apps, iFile, and you would just go to var applications, iTransmission, documents, downloads, and you can see there was the beginning of The Hobbit we were just trying to download, and we've already gotten Homeland. So once it's downloaded, then you just want to cut it and paste it in your video player of choice, which for me is OPlayer, which I said, and just download it through AppCake. You go into the documents there, and edits, and paste. And then you can go open OPlayer, and there you'll see. Well, the audio is working, but the video is not for some reason, even though it's MP4. What's up with that? Interesting.
Previously on House of Lies.
My associates went to a so-called high-end spa.
Yeah? Yeah.
High.
So then if you open OPlayer, you can see also downloaded House of Lies, which then you just tap and can watch. Quality looks good. Definitely one of the things I do most on my iPhone, or generally more on my iPad, but of course this will work. The jailbreak works on all iOS 7 devices, even the new iPad Air. Now, oh, and then of course, the other thing that's working well is, which doesn't have an icon, we'll go back to the settings, was how I'm doing this video, which is record my screen, which normally I use display recorder, but that's not updated for iOS 7 yet, so that's not working. So I'm trying this one out, and it should work just as well. It's recording the sound at the same time. I've got the video orientation set to portrait, but you could do landscape if you wanted. When I turned it to landscape mode when we were in OPlayer, I'm not sure how that's going to look on the video, but we'll see. But anyway, so as you can see, this nonsense about this not being a good jailbreak or things working is just a bunch of bull. Everything works fine. If you haven't jailbroken, feel free to do so now. Or if you have already and are having some bugs or issues, just restore and do it again, because now that you've got that Cydia Substrate update, everything should start working a whole lot more smooth. Still don't have Winterboard, but for you themers out there, but I assume Winterboard should be coming up here in the next day or two. So that's it. Any questions, just leave them in the comments. Again, I do have a link for that recording phone calls video in the notes. We'll see you next time.